we're getting ready to go into a time where systems will be very important. What is the system that you are trying to produce, or what is behind you, right? Um, Celebrity and how we gained attention and awareness before. We always looked at this shit like attention first and understanding last, right? And what I mean by that is like a lot of us just think we just need to go viral. We just need a song. We get one song and everybody knows us, then everything will figure itself out. The identity will come, the business will come, the merch ideas will come. We'll figure everything out once we get known. And while that has worked for some people, right, it's not the most effective or efficient way to properly position where you're trying to go with your business as an artist. You can't just always look for a viral moment and expect that viral moment to turn into something tangible. You know what I mean? That you could start selling. You have to build a business around these things. You have to build a system around these things to understand why some of this shit is happening. And a lot of us don't understand why we're going viral or why people fuck with us, which confuses our audience and confuses the algorithm. And the algorithm now doesn't know where to categorize you. So if you're a rapper, like I was just telling my man earlier, his page, he was selling houses, he was rapping, he had cryptocurrency, he had so much shit on there to where we wouldn't know where to find him. The algorithm wouldn't know where to place him. They wouldn't know where to place him as an artist, as a real estate guy, or whatever. So what's happened is in like 2018, 2019, 2020, we got a lot of these emerging companies, a lot of these startup companies like Prize Picks and Underdog Fantasy, right? All these different companies that came in that had a lot of fucking brand money, right? And they had this money because of their advertising and all of these different things that was accumulating the money. They needed to bring awareness to this platform, to this app, whether if it was a gambling app or if it was a TikTok, whatever it may be, right? So what happens is you create funding now to go create momentum in moments. And around 2020, during COVID, you seen a lot of brands giving out a lot of fucking money to these influencers, right? They was giving influencers so much money. Fuck it, I'm not even gonna talk about influencers. I'm gonna talk about myself. Let's make it about myself, right? Prize Picks. I did a deal with Prize Picks. Shout out to Prize Picks. I did a deal with Prize Picks in 2022, and it was for my NFL recap. I don't know if anybody on here knows, but about 2 years ago, I was doing a recap of the NFL games where I would rap about what happened, right? And Prize Picks paid me, let's just say Prize Picks paid me well over 20 grand a month to do those 16 bars and to post it on my social media, right? So I would post those clips and I would post those freestyles, and the freestyles would get like 2 million views, right? 3 million views, all of these different things. And I was getting a lot of traction where people started following me and met me through those NFL recaps, right? But what happened was the traffic wasn't converting into first-time depositors, right? Because Prize Picks was a new thing. It was new, and it was so new for the relationship with me and Prize Picks. We didn't properly know how to scale it. So we thought that if I post freestyles of NFL recaps, it'll get people to go sign up for Prize Picks. We were wrong, right? What it did was give me a bunch of football fans that I didn't even know fucking existed, and Prize Picks didn't get too much out of it. So we split the partnership after about 2 years, right? Didn't split in a bad way. It went good. I'm still good with my guy Mike up there. Shout out to Mike. But Prize Picks ended up finding a Joe Button, right? They found a Drewski. They found a Ben Nadon, all these different people who platforms had people that sports bet. My platform didn't have a lot of people that were sports bettors. I had a lot of people that listened to music, right? So when Prize Picks found Joe Button and Drewski and all these different people, what they started finding was where their audience was, which means they didn't have to chase it anymore and just throw out money to try to find it, right? And that's why influencers are kind of decreasing now, because we don't know what we go to them for anymore. And the big companies has figured out who their audience is. So they don't need to go pay Kylie Jenner $10 million to post their product if they know who's buying the product. They could go to a micro influencer and do a long-term content deal with her, pay her way less. She can grow from that. And then they save money, and then this helps grows the brand. That's what we're going through right now. And a lot of people is not going to be able to make the transition. A lot of people don't even understand the transition is right in front of their fucking faces. Don't even fucking see it. You know what I mean? Including myself. I'm learning things every day. I'm waking up every day learning things about this. And one of the main things I think we have to start understanding is how to mobilize our audience, right? Because I say it all the time. We don't own Instagram. We don't own TikTok. We don't own the virality that TikTok owns. We don't own the views YouTube does, right? So as artists, we have to start coming up with creative ways, whether it's this live to where we communicate with each other, or we start our own app, or whatever that may be, to communicate with each other, to build community, to be able to enhance what you do before it even reached the masses. Because if nobody's seeing it right away, it doesn't even have a fair shot to make people eyes. So if we have a community of artists, everybody in this chat, right? Let's say we got 38 people on Instagram, right? We got 100 people on TikTok, 20 people on Twitch, right? Let's say if we all was in a group chat, and let's say Zay Silky or D West, who's in the chat, shout out to them. Let's say they were dropping a song today, right? And they put the song in the chat, and the minute that they post that song, all 200 of us left a comment, liked, and shared it, right? What that would do is help maximize the reach of that artist. So now we can help put more eyes on the shit we believe in as a chat. So we're not getting buried out by niggas that's talking about killing somebody every song. Now we kind of create a small ecosystem of how we can promote artists of things we believe in for ourselves in this room. And you should look at yourself as an artist the same way. It's a lot of artists that's been DMing me all week asking like, bro, I don't have a budget. How do I promote myself? How do I do this? How do I do that, right? And the problem is, it's like some of us be so obsessed with music, we only promote the music. We're not promoting us. We're not promoting what we mean to the audience that's listening to us. We're just solely promoting music. We're like, listen to my song. But the audience is like, dog, I don't fucking know you. I'm seeing a timeline full of shit every day. Ray J saying some wild shit. Stephen A. Smith arguing with LeBron. Kendrick Perkins is on ESPN. Ari Fletcher fine as a motherfucker. Goddamn. All of this shit is going on and you want me to stop and listen to your song. There's going to have to be something that you do to make me stop. Whether that's a reel, some type of shock value clip or whatever. I know a lot of artists today see musicians making their reels to where it may look like a real life thing going on, like they getting jacked, and then the reel turns into a clip. That's because retention time and watch time. So the algorithm is no longer sharing how many likes you get. They're no longer sharing how many comments you get. They're sharing, or they're rewarding how many people shared you. How many people DM'd you? How long did they watch this video? Because they're trying to separate the customer from the follower. There's a difference. A lot of people have a lot of followers, but no customers. A lot of people got customers, but a small amount of a following. A customer is somebody that actually fucks with you, that will buy merch, buy a product, buy this. A follower is just somebody that just see you coming along the timeline and they just happen to watch it because you popped up in the algorithm and it recommended it. Right? But that's not a real fan of you. That's just somebody that came across you because it happened to pop up on their timeline. You shouldn't be worried about them in 2026. You should be worried about the customer who bought your shit. Fuck them. Because they like everybody. They don't know what they like. They like anything and everything that's right in their face. So the customer is somebody you could actually say, hey, I'm doing a show over here this weekend. I'm going to be at the Roxy this weekend. And you could have 50 people that's in your super chat. And those 50 people will show up because they fuck with you. They're not worried about the mass shit that's going on social media. So as artists, what we all need to start understanding is quit worrying about everything looking so high profile. Quit trying to compete with Drake and Kendrick and all of them, right? Those guys got mass budgets, mass machines behind them. What we need to create as artists is ecosystems for ourselves where people know what they come to us for, why they come to us, and they can trust us to where we can continue to build with them. These social media fans that we develop, they are tired, y'all. They tired and exhausted of people fucking just shitting on them. This is why I started this live. I started this live because I was seeing so many artists post shit that was so misinformed. You know what I mean? So uninformed. And what it made me realize is a lot of us, it's not that we're untalented, we're uninformed. And talent doesn't drive celebrity anymore. An ecosystem and a system does. You have to create your own ecosystem for yourself as an artist and build community for people to spread the word about you. You can't be worried about trying to get the masses or trying to go viral because that's just momentum. It'll come and go. But if you have a sustainable system, a sustainable business, I go to the studio here, I record my songs here, I put them out on this date, I do an EP every quarter, I drop a song a month, I shoot this many amounts of reels, I'm going to post this reel this day, this reel the day after that, my content looks like this, my creative director's doing this. Boom. You have to have a whole plan and a brand for where people can trust you now, because so many people have lied to the masses about who they are through music, through culture, through celebrity, through all these fucking different things. And the fans have gotten so smart, they don't trust the bullshit no more. You cannot trick them with just showing them a car and $100,000 cash and being like, going to download my music. Motherfuckers want to know, well, bruh, how did you get that money? Because I'm struggling out here and I need some money too. I'm just not about to keep watching you flex in front of my fucking face. You know what I'm saying? That's the time we in. We're not in the time no more of the big celebrity, of the big name driving celebrity. Who gives a fuck what you wear? Fashion Nova done paid these girls for years. They've been paying these girls for years. They not about to keep paying the girls that brings no engagement. We're just going to do deals with the girls that brings the max amount of engagement that, and their fans buy the most shit. What's the point of paying this person? And that's how everybody's looking at shit, because they need the data to scale their company. So as an artist, everybody in here, start looking at yourself as a brand, as an app. You're not a person that makes songs. You're a company. Your name, your likeness is a company. When we watching these kids in the NCAA, NIL deals, all of this different shit, these are companies investing into these kids because they know these kids are about to become companies. Look at yourself the same way, but understand what people are looking at you for and be realistic. Be realistic. If you put music out and it's not responding, and you talking about, oh, people ain't fucking with me. No, the music just ain't good. It just wasn't good. Go back to the drawing board and figure out how to make it better, but don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. Talk to people. And that's why I got something coming for everybody that's been a part of my live and been a part of my chat. I got something that's coming next year to where we're going to centralize this for what we doing here. It won't be for everybody. It will be for the regulars and the people that come in here and want the information and want the advice. You know what I mean? If you getting ready to sign a deal, I want to be able to say, hold on, here's my lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Here's an executive that work at that same company that A&R trying to work himself in to get some extra money. You know what I'm saying? That's the role that I'm taking on with this live. So I didn't want to be long-winded. I just want to give y'all that game so y'all can start understanding as up-and-coming artists. Stop looking at y'allself as a song. Stop selling yourself short for that $100,000 at that record label. You could do that shit in a month on streaming with the right marketing, the right team, and the right promo behind you. You don't need these people. You do need a system. You do need a system, but don't look at it like I just need one of the 3 major record labels. Somebody could go sign with Nike right now, or Google right now, or a wine company right now, and find creative ways to market yourself within that company that services your music. And look at your music as a signal, right? It's a signal. It gets everybody looking. Check this out. I'm over here. But when they come over here, I got merch. I got a podcast for you. I got this. I got everything for you to stay right here to continue to fuck with me. That's how all of us should be looking at ourselves in 2026. Stop paying these fucking social media agencies $500 to boost your fucking posts. Stop paying these people. They taking your money. They making bots repost your shit. It's bots leaving comments. Those are not real people. You can't convert that into a real audience, a real customer. That's a fucking follower. You know what they do? Exactly what the word means. Follow. Follow. That's it. Nothing else. They're not going to interact. They're not going to stream you. They're just going to follow you. Fuck them. Find who your fan is and move them somewhere where you and them can communicate and you can service them. And you'll look up, you'll have 5 turn to 10 turn to 20 turn to 50 turn to 100. And before you know it, you'll look up in 36 months and it's 1,200 people in the crowd. Promise y'all. I done seen niggas do it. I promise y'all.